Let's drill. Final J, 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 final M, 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 final J, 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 final K, 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 final J, 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 final N, 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 final J, 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 final B, final J, final B, final J, final B, final J, final B, final J, final G, final J, final G, final J, final G, final J, final P, final J, final P, final J, final P, final J, final P, final J, final L, final J, final L, final J, final K, final J, final T, final J, final T, final J, final T, final J, final T, final J, final S, final J, final S, final J, final S, final J, final R, final J, final R, final J, final R, final J, final R, final J, final F, final J, final F, final J, final F, final J. Let's practice some words we can write with final J. How about the word lodge? We need initial L, the vowel O, and the final J. If we break those up into word parts, we write L-O for the law sound and O-J for the oj sound. Write those each a few times and then combine them to write lodge, 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 lodge. Our next word is rouge. We have initial R, long U, and final J. So write those each separately. Then we'll break it down into word parts. So first we have the R long U, rue, and then we have the long UJ for the ooge sound. R long U for rue, long UJ for ooge. We combine them together and we end up with rouge, 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 rouge. Let's try siege. S, a long E, final J. So at the beginning of the word will be S long E, C, and then long EJ for eege. And after you write those a few times, we will combine them all together and we'll end up with siege, 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 siege. All right, let's practice one more together. Ridge, R, I, and final J. Write those letters separately. Then we'll combine word parts, RI for the R sound and IJ for the ij sound. After you write those a few times, we'll combine RIJ to form the word ridge, 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 bridge. Okay, let's try some word pairs. How about badge, B-A-J, and beige, B long I-J. Rather long A. B-A-J and B long A-J. Badge, beige. Toggle back and forth between badge and beige. Badge and beige. All right, let's try huge and luge. Huge, luge. Huge, luge. All right, and now we have a little triplet of budge, nudge, and fudge. So let's toggle between budge and nudge. Budge, nudge, budge, nudge. And toggle between nudge and fudge. Nudge, budge, nudge, budge. And lastly, fudge and budge. Toggle between fudge and budge. Make sure you're writing that nice and cleanly. All your letters are coming out clean, and that you're writing it as quickly as you can and as frequently as you can before I give you the next set of words. All right, the next set is a triplet again. We have ledge, hedge, and wedge. So let's try toggling between ledge and hedge. Ledge, hedge, ledge, hedge. And then ledge, wedge, ledge, wedge, ledge, wedge, and hedge, wedge, hedge, wedge, hedge, wedge. All right, and then we have one last group of words: page, gauge, rage, sage, cage, and wage. So let's break those down into pairs and toggle between those. Page and gauge, page and gauge, page, gauge, page, gauge. And then rage and sage. Toggle between rage and sage, rage, sage. And your last word pair, cage, wage, cage, wage, cage, wage. Let's try all of them. Page, gauge, rage, sage, cage, wage, page, gauge, rage, sage, cage, wage. Good job.